Welcome to the top of the morning show. It is your girl TT from the D. I want to deeply apologize for all of my listeners. All last week, I was away at a conference for work. I was in Baltimore working with the U.S. Water Alliance. Happy to say that I am a part officially of the U.S. Water Alliance Water Task Force. And I am from the Detroit branch, right? We are from Michigan, representing Michigan. And it was an amazing time. I'm going to share with you guys an overview and just about the greatness of uniting with people. But I have to give my apologies because it was not on purpose that you did not get the scriptures. I literally was trying to record my shows. I didn't have my microphone with me, but I still was trying. And then I thought I did it. And then it was like, no, it was a no-go. And I was bummed because I said, I had planned to record everything live there. And it just did not work out that way. And I'm super, super bummed out about that. But what I will do is share with you a little bit about what we did at the U.S. Water Alliance Conference. It was amazing. I'll give you a little insight on, what it is, what they do, how you can be involved and things of that nature, just to give you a little brief overview. This morning, I'm going to share with you the 5 scriptures I would have read from last week because we are still in the 30-day scripture challenge, right? With the 30-day challenge that I've put together for the month of October. And so I owe you 5 scriptures from last week and 2 bonus from Saturday and Sunday. And then you'll get the one for this week. So I got to play catch up. So on this Saturday, and actually, no, what I'll do for it is to go the 2 additional days. How does that look? Let me look at that because I could be over talking. We are in the last week. So Thursday would be the last day. So Friday and Saturday, you will get a scripture. And Saturday, yeah, that would have been like our following Saturday. So just to double us up, but to make sure you have your total of 30 scriptures. And that will be correct because if we were still on task, we would have been on the 28th scripture. But I owe you yesterday and Saturday and then all of last week. So a total of 7 plus 5. So that's 12. And so I'm going to give you 5 of them this morning. Right after I do my update on the U.S. Water Alliance, I want to just shout out a couple of amazing people. Certainly my boss, Carla, who is a great leader, amazing at what she does. And she sits on this team. And she said, I can't do it without my team because the work gets done by my team. And so I'm grateful to her. I want to shout out Sarah and Erica and Paula. Amazing young ladies, amazing, powerful young ladies who did an amazing job leading us. There were a lot of key speakers and panelists, and they were just simply amazing. Too many to name. We made some great connections. Shout out to all of the different task force around the globe that came out. There were so many representatives from different states, and it was amazing to see the power in the room. We were together for 4 days, 3 nights, and we learned a lot. You might say, well, what is the U.S. Water Alliance or what do they do? Well, the U.S. Water Alliance, and this is strictly from them, is a member-supported national nonprofit organization that aligns diverse stakeholders to develop common ground and transformational solutions to our nation's most pressing water challenges. And, if you live, now I'm not in Flint, I'm near Flint, but there, Michigan was put on the map as far as the water crisis when it hit Flint because it's a part of Michigan. It's not just Detroit, it's a part of Michigan, right? And so what we do, what I learned will help change the lives, right? Because they currently have 200 plus national and international alliance members and partners, right? They have over 1 million social media impressions, and that goes by way of LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, okay? And then they have over, I believe it is another million people in the United States that are served by water utility companies such as the Detroit Water and Sewage Department, from which I work for during the day. And some of the key issues that they deal with is affordability and access to clean and fresh water. Okay. And that is something that not just we struggle in, but it's a global thing if you really want to know about it, to be honest. Um, and it takes all of us. It just absolutely takes all of us. But that's just one. They also deal with the climate change as an issue, infrastructure and funding, implementation of different uh, programs and things of that nature, and storytelling about the culture. You know, there are tons of ways to get involved, right? You could always go online and you can put in information. You can join their resource toolbox task force. You can go in and join the alliance, right? You can help lead the nation to sustainable and equitable water future by becoming a U.S. Water Alliance member. I'm super excited because I am now officially a part of the U.S. Alliance Water Task Force with Michigan, and I'm super excited about that. Ready to build, and we're gonna do it one drop at a time, right? It was like I said, the key issues we addressed the affordability and access, right? That's a lot of issues. That's not just Michigan, it's different states across the globe. The water equity, the climate change, like I said earlier, right? Then there's all these different programs, right? You got the climate action, you have the One Water Summit, the Environmental Finance Center, you have the Value of Water campaign, you have the Water Equity Network, right? And the vision for One Water Future is that they believe that all water has value. Life's most precious resource must be managed sustainability and inclusively to build strong economic, vibrant communities and healthy environments. I touch and agree with that, right? They said that their values, and this is from them strictly, directly, it says authentic relationships. We value connections anchored by honesty, transparency, respect, and vulnerability. Collaboration. We consistently seek our partners and one another's contribution, incorporating ideas and combining strengths to meet our collective goals. Equity. We acknowledge histories of injustice, mitigate power imbalances, seek and honor the perspective of all people with a stake in our work, and hold ourselves accountable for our processes and impacts. In innovative approaches, we uncover opportunities and develop pilot and spread transformative solutions. And lastly, service. We are humble, rooted in care for people, our planet, and the water we share. Just the values is dope. Okay. It's one thing we can't live about, and that's clean, fresh water. No matter where you are in the world, you're going to always need water. Always, always, always. There will never come a time where you can say, you know what, we can just go without water. Some people might say, we can go without lights. We can use the natural daylight outside. We can get candles, things of that nature. But you can't substitute water. Everything is made with water. I don't care how you look at it. It is made with water. And so I'm excited about being a part of that task force. So again, shout out to U.S. Water Alliance. Big love to Sarah, Paula, Erica, and Karen. Karen was amazing as well. All right, so I'm going to share the 5 scriptures that you would have gotten last week. Monday scripture would have been from Philippians 4:6-7. Prayer and reflection. Engage in prayer, bringing your concerns and desires before God. Encourages us, do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, the thanksgiving, and present your request to God. Okay. Now, the Tuesday scripture would have had you meditate on scripture, spending time reading and meditating on the Bible passage, emphasizing trust and waiting on the Lord, coming from Psalm 27:14. And it reads as, wait for the Lord, be strong and take heart and wait for the Lord. Wednesday scripture would have been about gratitude, cultivating a heart of gratitude, recognizing the blessings, right? We would have talked about also community support, share struggles with trusted people. Community would have come from Galatians 6:2, encourages us to carry each other's burdens. And in this way, you will fulfill the law of Christ. Okay. Then you would have had on Thursday, like we had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That would have been Thursday. Was that happen Tuesday? Let me think. We had Philippians Monday, Tuesday, Psalm, Wednesday, I'm sorry, would have been Galatians 6:2. So Thursday would have been seeking God's will and asking God to align your desire with his will, right? And that would have came from Matthew 6:10. Remembering God's timing is often beyond our understanding, but his plans are always for our good. Trusting his perfect timing, faith requires, and that faith will placed in his eternal wisdom and love. Okay. Now, on Friday would have been a TGIF type of day, right? For us to just kind of gather our thoughts and just move about. Looking forward to an amazing weekend, hopefully, for everybody that was involved, wherever you were. I know we go through life and things happen, but I hope that you had an amazing week. For Friday, we would have talked about Isaiah 54:17. No weapon that is fashioned against you shall succeed, and you shall refute every tongue that rises against you in judgment. Okay? And so we know how it can be. I think I'm feeling spiritual at this moment, and I'm in the spirit. I'm gonna go ahead and give you Saturday and Sunday. Saturday would have been 2 Thessalonians 3:3. But the Lord is faithful. He will establish you and guard you against the evil one. And then yesterday would have been Psalm 46:1. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. All right. And for today, to get us back on task for Monday, it will be Psalm 34:17. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him and delivers them. All right. I hope that you wrote down and was able to capture these scriptures. And, we went ahead. I know I said earlier in the show that I was going to come back and do Friday and Saturday and double it up. But you know what? I decided to give it all to you. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. On this morning to go along with my shout out and love and support to the U.S. Water Alliance Task Force and team members. Now, tomorrow, let's tap in Tuesday. It's going to be an amazing show. I have an amazing guest tomorrow night. I'm super excited because this queen, I've been trying to get this queen on, and no fault of hers. Let me be clear. No fault of hers, but I wasn't able to land her. And she had gave me her yes a while back, and she tours and she does some amazing things. But tomorrow I'm going to have Miss Monette. She'll be on tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You can check us out over on StreamYard through Facebook Live, on TT podcast show, on Facebook, as well as YouTube. You could also, if you know me personally, check it out on my personal page, Teresa Craig and Moore. And then you can check us out also on LinkedIn, Twitter, and I found out how to do Instagram. So that's going to be an amazing live show. Great music. Remember, it is Miss Monette. And I will be following back up. Last week, I had to reschedule my show with an amazing group of fellas. We're going to get to the business of talking about mental wealth and growth within the male groups. Okay. And that won't be the title, but we're going to get into that because it's so important that we deal with emotions, feelings, and the impact and leadership and how things move with our present men in the world who are doing some amazing things quietly and loud. So until the next time we leave footprints across the sun, I am happy to say it is your girl TT from the D, and I'll see you soon.